Hey guys, this is my review of the new Zoid Gatling Fox. Sorry this is a bit late, but I've actually had a sore throat for most of this month, and you can still kind of tell in parts of this review, so that's my excuse. Anyway, we're going to unbox the kit, check it out in action, and of course look at how it compares to some other models, so let's get started.
Robo Shop.
Alright, let's see what we got here. On the front here, of course, there's an image of the built Gatling Fox with the usual sort of background with a war scene going on, although the only thing that would tell you that is the tiny little bit of an explosion. And it's actually a very beautiful sunny day here with a blue sky. We have on the back also the usual, this little image with the stats, then this, what actually now appears to be, I think these parts that are shown here as being attached to the model are actually from one of those recent CP units. I'm going to have to check that out later. And here it is shooting a Sniptera out of the sky. Sniping a Sniptera out of the sky. And on the side, let me open the flap so that we can look at this. On the side, of course, we have bone mode, regular mode, and machine blast mode with the Gatling pointing forward. And the rest is just pretty much, you know, the usual. Nothing special going on here. So, let's get this out of the box. Of course, the interesting part is going to be comparing this to the Gatling Fox, which I have right here. So, let's take a look. Here we have, make sure I get this right, Hunter Wolf, and of course the Gatling Fox with the gray armor bits. Now you can see, move this so that it's reasonably in shot, just comparing like what's here to what's here, you can see this is all exactly the same. These bits are a different color. They're gold on the Gatling Fox. They're silver on the Hunter Wolf. The S bag has these two parts that are different. This is what the Gatling gun attaches to, I think. And on this side as well, you can see the bone mode parts. The bone mode parts here are completely identical. However, if you look here, the Hunter Wolf's armor, here you have the Gatling Fox's armor. This is what I guess is the tail, the head, separate earpieces, the leg armor. This is the leg armor on the Hunter Wolf. Everything looks completely different, as we all kind of expected this time. We have pretty much a Hunter Wolf with different armor here. So let's just look at the armor parts then, because the rest is old news. And that is, of course, the B bag. Oh, here's the... Okay. I mean, this is obviously the front of the Gatling gun. More guns, good. More guns is always more better. This looks to be the top and the bottom of the tail, obviously. Then we have the head. Yeah, not too much detail here. I like this pattern here on the inside of the ears. Probably a little hard to see because it's very reflective. Then, yeah, there's another part of the head. I just realized there's a sewing needle that's been lying here the entire time because I've been mucking about with super glue. It's an armor piece of unknown destination. The leg armor, panel lines, guns. Another piece of leg armor. no gun, but panel lines. Hopefully the ones with the gun will go on the front, so that'll make a little bit of sense. It's another part with the gun molded into it. So yeah. One thing I will give the Gatling Fox, without even having built it, it certainly has as many guns as a proper old school Zoid would have. Anyway, that's really all that there is to look at. The rest is identical to the Hunter Wolf, so I'm going to get this puppy put together. Literally this puppy put together. I call everything a puppy, but this one actually is a pup. I'm going to get this guy built, and I'm going to stop waffling and, making stupid dad jokes, and we're going to take a look at it and still make dad jokes. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Before we do that, though, I actually noticed something worth looking at when I got the parts out of the bag, which is this. I don't know how well this is showing up on camera. Probably maybe if I move my hand around a bit. All of the bone mold parts are actually molded in this sort of smoky, clear plastic. See, the tail, like everything. I thought that was definitely worth pointing out because I don't remember anyone talking about this anywhere that I've read about this kit. Not that I've read a whole lot about it, but I didn't know this, so I'm assuming you guys didn't either. Secondly, of course, we have the sticker sheet, which I also forgot to look at, but luckily now we have a reason to continue this unboxing anyway. You can see here it's got this little fox icon here that actually says GF, and another logo here that actually reads Gatling Fox. Plus all sort of the usual, caution markings that we've come to expect from these. I have to say, really, still like these sticker sheets, they're probably my favorite thing about the second generation Zoid's Wild kits, other than the fact that they have guns. And the bad news is that, unfortunately, this is what I thought was going to be the gold pieces. They're not gold. They're Takara Otomi's patented scrambled egg yellow. So yeah, not too thrilled about that. So unless I think of something else, I think that's really it for the unboxing now. So I will see you in the photo booth. So first of all, here it is in action. Obviously, there is nothing particularly new going on here. It walks and the mouth opens and closes. As usual, the movement is pretty smooth, but it also kind of drags its feet because the legs aren't jointed and it doesn't have a crazy external crank mechanism like the Genospino. Machine blast mode looks like this. You have to click in the Gatling gun so that the gears connect and then flip everything forward. It works really well, but it's obviously an anti-aircraft weapon, let's say, which I think is a bit goofy. I usually don't get into these sorts of debates, but I would think of a quick-moving Fox Zoid as something more like a scout unit or something and not heavy artillery. I don't know, it just looks weird. Next, here's a comparison with the Hunter Wolf. Definitely an improvement overall with the sharper lines and the absence of those weird wings, plus I never liked this super saturated blue on the Wolf. Here it is next to my dusty ass Shadow Fox from the NJR line. I'm generally not a huge fan of dog Zoids, but the Shadow Fox is one of the few exceptions to that rule, and I'd definitely say it still looks better, but well, see for yourself. And finally, here's an attempt to recreate the souped up version on the box with some parts from the Buster radar unit. The picture also shows two extra Gatling guns that look like the ones on the Snipe Terra, but you'd obviously have to paint them to make that look acceptable. Overall, this is fine, but I'm not going to be displaying him like this. Well, and that's it. Overall, like I said, this is definitely an improvement over the Hunter Wolf, but I still don't think it's particularly great. The clear parts for the bone structure are kind of a cute idea, but if you look at these pictures here, I don't know, it just doesn't really do much for the Zoid's overall appearance. It just reads as black, pretty much. The yellow parts are kind of ugly, but given that that's the only color on the Zoid other than the blue caps, they don't really clash with anything, so it's fine, really. It would look too monochromatic without any color at all. So, I'd say if you don't have a Hunter Wolf yet and you can only get one of these, I'd definitely go for the Gatling Fox. It's basically the same Zoid, just better. And if you already have a Hunter Wolf, well, what you see is what you get. You pretty much already have this, it's just a bit cooler and it has guns. Well, and that's it for this one, folks, and my last Zoids review of the decade. Up next is going to be my final word on Kappa and how it's going to affect my channel, and then we'll see. I'm just finishing up a creature caster model as I'm writing the script for this, and I still have a Machine and Krieger build I need to show you guys, so plenty of stuff to talk about in the new year. Until then, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Go take a look at my Patreon page, and I'll see you in the next one.